tuning in once again, y'all. What's going on? This is News Better Late Than Never. I am luckily your host, Brandon.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
And, now it's time to get real, as we always do. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, so please like, subscribe below. Do appreciate that. So, of course, as you guys know, we got to bring you the politics side. Let's go. And, unfortunately, we have to start with Trump. So, and the whole, Democratic, campaign. So, it's a lot going on with that. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Shelly, what are your views on this whole Trump situation?
The Trump situation of it all, with him deciding to just be a complete arrogant doofus moron of a person yet again, and deciding to fire someone who happened to reveal that Russia is trying to interfere in the 2020 election.
It's pretty petty.
What's wrong with that?
Mind blowing again. Like the fact that this person just happens to tell you, well, yeah, they're doing this. This person works for you in your intel office to let you know what's going on in your country, and you decide to fire them because they told you. It's stupid to me when you know what's going on, unless you're letting this country, someone outside of our country, rule us, as it seems to be what he's doing. And it's just mind-boggling that we keep dealing with more Trump bullcrap as the days go on. Like the fact that he is still president is mind-boggling. The fact that he was not fully kicked out, but we knew the Senate was going to let him off or cover up his crime, because he may say he's acquitted, but they covered up his crime, is what they did.
Got the power.
And he's been doing nonstop criminal activity since. Is mind-boggling that we allow this to happen. And I don't know. I'm going to pray for us. I hope we get it together, but praying for America.
Definitely.
It doesn't look too... It's a rough one. It's a rough one, and especially with, like, the debate that we just had. This whole Bloomberg guy who just thinks that he's the only person who's built for the job, is what I got from him. However, he was doing the whole stop and frisk, and so I don't even know which one's better, Bloomberg or Trump at this point, because I'm tired of rich people. So that's one thing. Very, very annoyed with them at this point. Like,
that's reasonable.
Enjoy your money. You don't even get over yourself.
Yeah,
you would think that they would. I don't know. Like,
they have to
the
run
current
the country
crop of candidates that we have to currently look at on the Democratic side are... They're slim pickings. I'm not super excited about any of them, really. None of them make me feel inspired like they're going to change and or fix any of these problems that we have currently going on. I just wish that I wish that they would just do more, say more, argue with each other less, and actually point out what the president is doing wrongfully. Because that's really where we're at with it. Like, if they aren't focused on that one factor, then there's no point of any of what they're doing right now.
Good point.
That's true.
That's valid.
It's definitely what I've seen a lot from watching the debate. It was just like there was just a new target on stage, so let's all attack this guy to make ourselves feel
there's already a valid target out there, like the person who's currently in office doing a bunch of dumb shit.
And they're pointing the finger at each one another, which they're all doing some dumb shit.
They're all doing some dumb shit. They're all doing some dumb shit. And it's just so hard to pick one at this point, because I really don't... Nobody's really calling me.
It's tough.
Nobody is really calling my vote.
It's definitely a tough one. So. But, I mean, most importantly, you definitely, just it has to be someone other than Trump. Unfortunately, y'all already know the lesser of the two evil deal. So
Russia cheats at everything, so I just don't even understand. Aren't they banned from the Olympics?
They were at one point.
I think they're banned this year. I don't think anybody from Russia can participate in the Olympics.
They might still be.
They have to participate as an independent.
That's so, but definitely, what I'm saying, that's what's going on with that. So, we got to hit you with the whole Trump deal and that whole madness there. Take us to our next topic. This was a interesting story coming up. Hit the internet like crazy. Quaden Biles I believe his name is. But I mean, had a viral video that just went crazy. You know, saying that he didn't want to live and because of the bullying and things like that. Then that went to a whole bullying thing, and it was just a big deal. But allegedly, this young kid is an actor. Now, if whether this was a joke or not, who's to say? But Desiree, let's get your thoughts on that.
I think we're just gonna divide it into two different topics. We're just gonna divide it into this kid saying that he was bullied and crying about it. And I've done a lot of looking and, you know, Googling and YouTubing, and everybody seems to have different opinions. Some people say because his Instagram, he has a lot of followers, he's out there, so like, how are you really, like, are you just doing this for money? I feel like he probably was getting bullied, but I feel like the money was just something that kind of they were used to coming with it, if that makes sense. His family got comfortable with accepting donations, and he got bullied one day, and now all of a sudden it's donations. I mean, I don't know. I just really don't know how to feel if it's. I don't know if it's real, if it's fake, if it's real. I mean, I want my child being bullied because I'm going to jail.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: children happen to be very mean. I don't know why people
Children
act
are very mean.
like
Very
children
mean.
are not mean. They're absolutely vicious most days, and they're becoming more and more vicious as the years go on.
The programming is serious these
They're
days.
ridiculous. So, I mean, I don't
Yes.
condone bullying. So, if this child was being bullied, shame upon everyone who was doing the bullying because it's unnecessary. Life's already hard as it is. But if this happens to be a stunt, as a lot of these stunts seem to have happened, I'm just gonna say,
Like, what is real?
Now he's getting bullied worse. If it is a stunt, he's
Right.
getting worse bullying than he was when he
I
was
hope
just
it's
getting
not
on
a
the
stunt.
playground.
I hope it's not a stunt. I hope that this is real. Just for the sake of the whole story in itself, because I don't want it to be where this child's bullying is getting wiped under the rug because of some social media presence. But then we should also maybe be aware of our child's social media presence, because maybe you should stop sharing your children so much at such inopportune moments in their lives. Like, is this going to look good for this child 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line?
It's true.
Like, we're going to know about this. Like, this kid, this is going to come up like when this child goes and looks for a job or a career later on or whatnot. Because, oh, wait, I decided to put your business out there when you couldn't consent to it. I'm sorry. If we're going to have consent for everything else, maybe our children should be able to consent to whether they want all their lives documented and shared with the world.
True. I don't think he's over 18, because everybody was saying that too. Like, everybody.
And that's what makes it
he's
worse,
not
because
nine,
then
he's
you have to
18.
blame the parent for putting all this information out there. Like, if this is an underage person, you're the parent, why would you be putting this out there? I get that you wanted to stop, but maybe there's a better way of going about
It's
it.
definitely a better way,
There's
because
definitely
either way you look at it, kid's gonna have a target on his back now because of this shit.
He's gonna learn from home. They learn
You
from
know
home.
what I mean? Like you took all this to the light. It's
And maybe
definitely a
children
target.
should be raised a little bit better nowadays. Like, maybe people need to stop raising their kids to be so cruel and vindictive, and teach them a little empathy and compassion. Just food for thought.
That's true.
Okay, yeah.
Different parenting. There's enough parenting equipment out there that your child doesn't have to be an evil little shit.
There's definitely enough, because the bullying crisis is definitely serious, and just like Shelly said, it's only getting worse. So, I mean, us as parents, things like that, we have to look deeper into it, kind of, you know what I mean, figure out, just, spend some time with your kids.
It's a
Figure out what's
different
going on.
generation coming up. We are gonna have to solve these issues for our children, because at the end of the day, like, well, if they're bullying you, then hit them back.
Because that's how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't, deal with no bullshit. Like, if I came home and it was some bullshit, I'm going to get my ass whooped again because I didn't
We grew up
defend myself.
different. We did
Like,
grow up
so
different because somebody had to swing.
Somebody had to do it.
Period.
So it's
And
like,
these kids nowadays is, oh, well, they said one negative thing to me, now it's a whole bullying triple effect. Like, no, you gotta learn how to stand up for yourself, because once you become over 18 and over 21 and you start out here leasing these loans and all these and doing adulting, nobody in the adulting field gives a damn about your feelings. So
nobody really cares.
can't get 18 and be like, oh my god, my boss is bullying me, because
you just gotta stand up for yourself, you know. So you just want to, you know, figure it out. That's for all the little kids. I mean, definitely, you know, because, you know, kids are once again vicious and just very crucial. So, you know, just, you know, stand up for yourself and just, you know, do it in a respectful
gotta learn a
manner.
fine line.
You know, just carry yourself
There's
a
a
certain.
line out there.
There's a
certain
fine
way.
line. You don't have to be vicious all the time, but I mean, if somebody's throwing it at you, that don't mean you can't throw it back. Catch it and throw it back.
So I mean, and then that's a crazy topic right there. Next thing that we want to just go right into, another thing that blew up, because now we are in the age to where shit is going to blow up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is too into the phones and the things like that and all this technology. They want to record everything. So certain things is going to, you know what I'm saying, be blown out of proportion or not. In this case, definitely not. This shit just blew up over some ignorance. Mother pretty much cutting her daughter's hair for the daughter unwanted and willingly. So, Shelly, let's jump right into you with this one, because this is pretty wild. What's your take on this?
I'll say it like this. I get very disappointed when I see videos of Black people doing absolutely traumatic things to their own children. It's mind-boggling to me why you would do such a thing. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't see it as like, so this woman was upset that the father of this child let his current girlfriend or whoever lady friend do her daughter's hair.
I don't think it was his girl. I think he actually took the baby to a shop.
Whatever. Someone else did this baby's hair, and this mother was upset by it. And because she got upset, she decided to cut her own daughter's hair off. And this child is screaming in terror. This child is going to remember that is a traumatic event. Like, that child is going to remember that. And as parents and as people, I think we need to do a little bit better. Like, we can be hypercritical if everyone's criticizing us, but we need to do better. Because that is absolutely outrageous and asinine to do to your own child.
We just have to quit with the fuckery.
What kind of fuckery is this? Why would you cut your daughter's hair?
And then why would the shit be documented the way it was?
Why are we recording it?
Like, come on.
Well, because the dad had to. Because, you know, at this point, men have to start recording these crazy ass bitches. They're fucking crazy.
Well, if it was the dad, then that's understandable.
The dad was the one that recorded it.
Like, it's stupid that she would want to do this anyway. Like, it's dumb that bitches want to be like this. Like, if you want to be a bitter baby mom, then fucking don't have children.
Please don't.
Because you should be able to have a conversation if you're not going to get along for the sake of the child.
At least a half a conversation. My God.
It's not about you at the end of the day. You decided to bring life into this world. No one told you to do it. You could have got it fixed.
Definitely could have.
But true. It's true. It's true. Like, stop laying down with people if you don't trust this person to be left alone with your child. If you don't trust this person to make the right decisions or the right choices for your child, then stop opening up and laying down with these people and producing in mass production. Like, they have 2 kids together, not even one child. They have 2 kids together. So you felt close enough to be lovey and dovey and receive it, but you don't feel close enough to put him in the position to make a right decision or a right choice for your child.
And
I think
nothing
that's
was
ridiculous.
wrong with this girl's hair.
So
It was perfectly fine.
Her excuse was, she did post a video and she said her excuse was that it was too tight. But I don't
And you
even
cut
believe
out
that.
the whole lock with the beads and braid attached.
You could have sat and took it out if
You
you're
could have
that
taken
bitter,
it out.
but that child probably slept. He said his baby slept for 2 hours to get her hair done while her brother was getting his haircut, and
Wow.
got home and, well, nobody does my child's hair besides me. Okay, well, that's a little...
A bit
that's
traumatic. Like,
very,
come on.
come on now. Like,
Gotta do
stop
better.
putting this on the kids. Like, at the end of the day, stop putting your own frustrations or whatever on the kids.
Your
They
own
ain't got
frustrations. Stop
nothing
putting
to
your
do
failed relationships
on your kids.
on these children. That's what it
They
is.
have
You need to
nothing
stop
to
putting these
do.
failed relationships on these
They
kids.
have nothing to do with it. So let's just do better, because I'm really tired, sick and tired of seeing this being, promoted the way it is on our people, black people. You're so much better than that. You're so much smarter than that, like loving than that. Like, let's show those sides. Like,
Do
this
better.
is- Definitely do
Get
better.
your custody,
So,
get your rights. If y'all can't figure it out, take it to the court, do whatever. That's the only thing that I could even tell somebody to go to the court about. Like, find somebody who can narrate something to help you communicate better, whatever you need. But, like, child together.
definitely do better. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, hope they all figured that out.
They still.
Brings us to the next segment in the show, which is one of my personal favorites here. We actually just started a couple episodes ago. Actually, one of my favorites, the Black Fact. And this can, pretty much be, however, we put our own little spin on the Black Fact. So last week, of course, we did, someone that's still relevant, alive today, and week prior, we gave you a little information that you maybe didn't know, some stuff that's swept under the rug, like how they always try to do. This
About
week,
everything.
about everything.
We
Like,
just talked
our
about the
whole
sweeping shit under the
culture, life is just swept under the rug. So
The whole 1980s. The whole 1980s
everything,
forward.
even before then.
1600s.
So, but this particular Black Fact here, I definitely wanted to give someone their shine, because this was another individual, another story that actually was swept under the rug, and this is our culture. You should definitely know. So, pretty much now, when most people think of Rosa Parks, they pretty much think that she was the first person to actually refuse her seat on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. That's not actually true. There were actually several women that actually did it before her. One in particular goes by the name of Claudette Colvin. Okay, and pretty much now Claudette, just give you the whole rundown of this, because this is definitely crazy. So it was around March 2nd of 95. Okay, she was actually 15. She was 15 at the time, school girl, doing her little route, doing what she needed to do. Okay, so she was actually asked to move to the back of the bus. She refused. So then, and this happened actually 9 months prior, before the whole Rosa Parks thing. So this actually
March 2nd of what?
March 2nd of 1955.
Okay.
So just like you said, the whole everything.
Before, okay.
Right.
55. Okay.
So this was actually happened 9 months before the whole Rosa Parks thing there. So, so pretty much now Claudette had been studying black leaders like Harriet Tubman, in her segregated school. So those conversations had led to discussions about current, day Jim Crow laws that they were experiencing at the time.
Okay.
Yes, that nigga, okay? So pretty much when the bus driver ordered Claudette to get up, she refused, and that didn't actually stop there. So of course they, arrested her, they thrown her in jail, they did all this stuff. And which was jacked up, like, what I'm saying? Just to think about those times, man, that's horrible to really think about how our ancestors, even sometimes grandparents, in a sense, was really going through situations like
segregation and shit, dancing on the other side of the line.
Horrible. So I mean, pretty much. I mean, what I'm saying? She pretty much took the whole thing to court. She actually was the first one to actually have a successful trial about that. That actually pretty much started the segregation laws. That kind of changed that a little bit in Alabama. So she was actually one of the first leaders behind that. Now, reason why her story has been largely forgotten, I'll tell you. It's simply because at the time, the NAACP and the other black organizations felt that Rosa Parks made a better icon for the movement than a teenager, because she was only 15, 16 at the time. So, you know, as an adult with, you know, the right look, you know, and Rosa Parks was also the secretary of the NAACP. Okay, so she already had her foot in the door there.
Foot in the door.
Okay, so
That's definitely a foot in the door.
and was also a well-known, respected, you know what I'm saying, person that was in like a middle class. So they kind of wanted to use that whole little aspect to actually support the cause. But the struggle to end separation or segregation was often fought by young people, more half which were women. So definitely, if y'all didn't know, you know what I'm saying, about Claudette Colvin, definitely wanted to, you know, pay her respects there, because, yeah, man, these are black leaders, people that were forgotten. So, and we definitely got another black fact. Desiree?
Oh, another black fact of the day is blackface. Let's talk about blackface. So, blackface is not a compliment. It's not a joke. It's not a hee hee ha ha moment. It's not, I just wanted to portray this character, so I decided to take on their skin color as well. I really feel like people are kind of underestimating the whole blackface upsetting, I guess, disappointment of everything. Because, like, if you figure out that there's a couple people out there who do blackface, and, like, I watch a lot of shows. So there's a couple people on a couple of different shows that are still out there. Their stuff kind of went under the radar, but they definitely did some blackface things. It was just mocking slavery.
Niggas is back to rocking Gucci and shit again. Y'all niggas just let that just forget. Y'all protest the shit for 2 fucking weeks.
Burning Gucci.
Now y'all back to wearing fucking Gucci and shit.
Back to wearing Gucci.
Come on, man.
So pretty much, but no, that's exactly what it is. People are back to wearing Gucci. People are back to, for one, blackface lost popularity around the Civil War. I mean, the Civil Rights Movement. Sorry, the Civil War. Sorry, Civil Rights Movement lost popularity around then because they were just mocking people. People couldn't learn how to read. People couldn't read. What was it? Black Pete. I know we've all heard of Black Pete because Christmas just passed not too long ago. Allegedly, the Dutch holiday still celebrate. They still celebrate it. They say it's part of their history, but technically, Black Pete is like their saint. Their Santa Claus's slave, if you want to call it that. It's pretty much what it is. If you're bad, if you're good, you're gonna get a present. If you're bad, you're gonna get your ass beat from Black Pete. Yes, they're still celebrating it to this day. There's still a Black Pete once every now and again in these Dutch countries. So, for all of you whitewashed token friends, I understand sometimes there can be a little bit of a perk and a benefit to being a token, but let's not be undermined at the same time. Let's not let them mock us. Let's not let them degrade us. You can be, we will understand that you're fucking trying to portray somebody without painting your skin color. Most people have pretty distinct characteristics, so I mean, if you hit that characteristic just fine, I'm sure that.
In other words, no more blackface.
I'm not for it.
Going forward.
Not
no
for
more
it.
Blackface, man.
Not cute.
There's not a such thing as whiteface.
Of course not.
So freaking
Message.
It's so sad, man. Where's just Keenan Wayans when you need him? Because I need the nigga to pop on the screen, nigga, if y'all need to get it.
Like, when is racism ever gonna stop?
That's the thing. It's been what it was from the beginning, since fucking human creation was created.
The older I get, the more and more relevant it's starting to kind of. The more and more all the lines are kind of starting to come together. Like,
But you know,
you might not like black people.
It's all good, man. They definitely got to work on that. But you know, we black and we proud. We gonna say it loud because you know it's a beautiful thing, man. So okay, so that was definitely our Black Facts. Love that segment right there. Definitely just teach you a little something. So now you know we got another segment. Final thought. You know what I'm saying? This is what we just bring to you. Just our final thoughts. What we think and we just want to give it to you. Shelly, let's go ahead and start with you with that.
Well, my final thought is always is going to be, guys, at this time, it is time for you guys to get up, get out, and go vote. We have a chance to change the world. I need you to do so. I really don't care who you're voting for. Has nothing to do with me. No, I don't have to like your candidate. I'm probably not. You're not going to convince me to. I'm going to do me. You do you. But at the end of the day, go vote. So get up, y'all, and go vote.
So powerful.
Vote for your mayors and your governors.
Vote for your
and all
mayors,
your
your
little
governors,
shit.
local,
Fuck the president.
national.
Vote for the little shit.
Vote, 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 vote. That's what you do.
Just
If
vote.
you want to change the world, you have to go vote.
Gotta vote, man. Definitely for the shit that
Exercise your right. Do your civic duty. You have one responsibility as a U.S. citizen, and that is to vote.
That's the vote, man. I love it, man.
People fought for it.
I love it. We're gonna
People
keep
died for
stressing it here on Wayne Fade, man. We're gonna keep stressing it.
Go vote.
Go vote. Desiree, final thought?
My final thought is to be grateful for the friends that you have. The older that you become, the more wiser that you are with, navigating the world on your own terms, because we all have our own terms on navigating the world. But just be mindful of the clique that you keep around you and make sure that they all have your best interest in heart at all times, because somebody's
out there, man.
a lot of snakes out there. Just be grateful for the things that your friends do for you, even if it's not what you expect it to be. Appreciate the friends that you have and don't complain over the ones that you don't.
I love that one. I definitely love that, man. Because your real true friends is there for a reason, and those are the ones that really just don't come around like that. They're not just all over the world. They're sprinkled here.
Nobody
and there.
owes you anything.
So yeah, definitely your real friends. You know what I'm saying? Man, you definitely got to do right by them, because they always gonna do right by you.
Keep them around.
At least that's how it should be. So
They're gone, and when they're gone, you're gonna be mad.
definitely love the final thoughts. My final thought that I'm gonna just give to the people, plain and simple, man. You know I'm a positive being, so I'm gonna just say, if you believe, damn it, invest. Invest in yourself. Invest in your dreams. If you believe, whether you think you can or you can't, damn it, you're right. So figure it out. Get it together.
Invest in the property. Invest in anything.
You know what I'm saying? Get some black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? Do anything. You know what I mean? Start your own line. Fuck Gucci. Start Lucci or some shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But make it black-owned. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just do the right thing. We support all these racist motherfuckers, and they just... we're supporting
they
the
don't want us
racism.
wearing their stuff.
You ask, when will racism ever stop?
It's
Never,
not.
because we as black people are going to continue to support their racism. So it's gonna never stop.
They're not willing to fight together as a whole to help end it either.
We don't want to build another Black Wall Street. You know why that is? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. We definitely got to get it together. You know what I'm saying. If you believe, then shit, you can achieve, man. So, any final thoughts before we take it out?
I'm okay with it. RIP to...
Oh, Pop Smoke, man. Definitely,
couple of RIPs.
we got a couple of them. Because
RIPs.
it's been a tragic week. Oh, my God.
The devil has been busy.
Oh, my God. So, definitely, Pop Smoke, up and coming artist from New York. You know, he was young, 20 years old. I mean, once again, man, just young soul, career about to get started, life taking too
Once
soon.
again, pick your friends wisely.
Pick your friends wisely.
Stop
most
letting everybody know
importantly.
your business.
Definitely rest in peace and condolences to his whole family, and also rest in peace to the great, the legend. And I'm just always gonna think about good times from this lovely lady here. And we talking about Janae Dubois, and that was really tough right there. Like, that was an absolute
It's a legend.
legend, really. Like, she's done, like,
Legend.
her catalog is very long. So, wow, like, it's tough. So, definitely want to pay our respects to those parties and their families. Definitely, you know, just, man, we just, you know, I don't know, man. Just keep God first, you know what I'm saying? Really, I don't got the answers for this shit. Just keep God
We're
first,
still
man.
looking for the answers.
I'm trying to tell you, but you know what I'm saying? Let's just take it one day at a time and just, you know, thank the man for being alive. And then also, we want to thank y'all, the viewers, most importantly. We've been seeing the subscribers jump up. Thank you. You know, we appreciate y'all. We would appreciate if y'all could just keep on liking, subscribing, and,
Sharing.
and comment too. Let us know what y'all think, what y'all want to hear. Let us know what y'all agree with, what y'all disagree with. That's what it's here for. You know what I'm saying? Put some comments down too, so we can kind of know, you know what I'm saying, how to attack this thing. So definitely appreciate your views. Most importantly, your likes and shares. And you know, once again, this is news better late than never. I'm your host, Brandon.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
And you already know, man, we stay keeping it real. So, you know what I'm saying? Once again, like and share, subscribe, all that. We out, man. Peace.